All righty, we all set? Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Brooke Van, and welcome to I was going to say, let's talk about it Wednesday. But pretty much today, I would love to put out some information for Fayetteville State University and our outstanding degree programs. But I first want to introduce myself. I'm Brooke Van, and I serve as the Assistant Director of the Transfer Recruitment Team for Fayetteville State. I was also a graduate of Fayetteville State University, class of 2014. But today, like I said, I just have a brief overview I would like to provide. And of course, if anyone has any questions, we do have a Q&A session that we will have after I finish presenting. So I'll be more than glad to answer any questions that any of you may have today. Okay.
Hey Brooke, it's Amanda. Do you mind holding off just a couple more minutes before we get into the presentation?
Absolutely.
I know there's a couple more students that might be joining from the last presentation. I just want to give them enough time to come over. Is that okay? Sure. I'm so sorry.
That's good.
All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Wake Tech Virtual University Transfer Fair. This session is for Fayetteville State University, and my name is Amanda Tucker. I am one of the academic advisors on the Southern Campus, and I'll be assisting with this event along with my colleague Lauren today. I am very excited. We have Brooke Van from Admissions with Fayetteville State University with us today. Brooke will be leading us through a presentation and a question and answer session. We encourage you to ask questions in the Q&A box throughout the presentation, and those questions will be answered at the end of the presentation. I will also put a survey link in the announcements at the end of the session today to get your feedback about the session, and if you complete the survey, you will also be entered into a drawing for a $25 gift card. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us again, and I'll go ahead and turn it over to Brooke.
Thank you so much, Amanda. I want to put my name in the drawing. But again, I'm Brooke Van. I'm the Assistant Director of the Transfer Recruitment Team for Fayetteville State University. So thank you to everyone who is tuning in today and taking out the time to learn more about our institution. So I'll go ahead and just jump right into it. Alrighty. What I have on the front page here is our registration code. So oftentimes I'll have some students who are not just sure quite yet if they want to even apply, or they just want to get more information on our school. So right here, you'll see a few QR codes listed throughout my presentation. So if you're on your laptop, feel free to just pull out your phone and you can take a picture of our registration code, and what it will do is sign you up for our mailing list. So you'll receive information on our events. You'll also see information about some deadlines that we have coming up. So that's what this registration code is for. Okay, just to give you the basics on Fayetteville State University. So we actually are the second oldest HBCU in North Carolina, founded in 1867, and we are home of the Broncos. With us, we are looking at an enrollment around almost at about 7,000 now. So we have expanded tremendously throughout the years. And I'd like to say it's probably because of that military affiliation. So since we are right here at Fort Bragg, the second largest military base in the nation, a lot of our students are either military or military affiliated, meaning they have, family members or their parents are military. So it really drives that diversity back to our institution. So I did want to put that out there, which also stands on us being a non-traditional institution. So most of our students don't physically live on campus. Only about maybe 3,000 live on campus. The rest of our students are either online or they kind of come in and commute, go back home. Really, it kind of consists of a lot of working class with our student enrollment. Typically, I would be out on the road right now doing a lot of recruitment events, usually set up at the fairs and everything. But one thing that I did notice about our transfer students is you all really just want to know, how long is it going to take me to get that degree? How many credits are going to transfer in? Who's my advisor? Can I do my program online? So those are the common questions that I often get along with my team with transfer students. So hopefully I can answer that for you today, because what we serve as is the liaison. So really, we like to look at admissions as a one-stop shop. So you're not just going to come to us and just do your application process. No, we want to see you all the way through. So we help with the admissions, of course, if you are looking to apply. That is the piece where we will be very hands-on with. As you can see in the pictures here, this is what it used to look like prior to COVID. So we do miss that one-on-one interaction. But right now, virtually, we're still doing everything to be that liaison. We do help with the academic majors and departments. So if you're not sure what you want to major in, if you're not sure, who your advisor is, that is what we will help you with. We also help you with general information. So sometimes you just need to know where a building is, or where's my class, or, how do I register? So even though we're not academic advisors, we still will help you with that. We still will give you the tools you need to get off to the next step. We even have some of our transfer students who are interested in joining our athletic teams or joining clubs and organizations. So we don't want you to just kind of come and take classes. We still want you to be a part of the Bronco family and stay involved. So again, that is what we are here to do. I will have our contact information at the end for anyone who may need help with any of the additional resources that we have. Okay, so this is my fun tool that I like to use with my transfer students. So it's a tongue twister. This is a transfer equivalency self-service tool. So what this tool is for, say if you're not sure what credits are going to transfer in, or if you're not sure, what degree even fits you best based off of what you have already taken, that is what this tool is for. I have the link here, and I also have the QR code. So again, you can take a picture of it from your phone, or if you're on your phone, you can just do a screenshot of it. But basically on the site, you are able to use your unofficial transcripts and put in your credits. Some of you may know them by heart already. You're able to select your degree plan. And with the degree plan, it will then show you the percentage of requirements that you have left for your program. So for example, criminal justice major, you may put in your classes that you've taken at 4 different schools, and it will say, hey, you have 25% left of your program. You have 10% left of your program. You have 45% left of your program. And it will also show you the classes that you will need to take to finish out your bachelor's degree with us. So that is what this tool is for. It is very helpful. So this is something that you can use prior to even speaking with an academic advisor. So you don't have to talk to anyone yet. You can do this right on your own and put in those credits, and it will give you a good evaluation of what you need to do next. So we've had some students who have used this tool and said, hey, I have a few prerequisites that I have left. I'm just going to stay where I am, because of course at the community colleges it may be a little bit more affordable for you. So that is an option versus making that big jump without even knowing what transfers in yet. So I did want to add that in today, that the self-service tool is awesome if you're looking to see how long you have left to get your bachelor's degree. Just to talk a little bit about some of our programs, although I don't have them all listed here, I did want to note that we do have 33 undergraduate programs. We do have 17 masters. Right now, we only have 1 doctoral program in educational leadership. I do foresee that changing in about a year or so, but I wanted to put that out there. But some of our top majors include business, our computer science program, criminal justice, education. Education actually was the first major we ever offered. Criminal justice has about 500 students in it alone. So criminal justice and business are our biggest majors on campus with students. We do have the only accredited forensic science program in North Carolina. So we don't offer forensics as just a class or just as a minor. We offer forensics as a bachelor's degree. So if you are like me and you're into Law and Order, CSI on Saturdays, then that is the program for you. We also offer nursing. So our nursing program is offered both for generic RN to BN, and we also have a MSN program in nursing, and they are all offered online. So if you're a nursing major, you can definitely look into that. Here listed, I have psychology and social work. So like I said, with this group, I decided to add to the PowerPoint presentation. These are not to say they're the best programs on campus or the only programs on campus, but these are the most popular that we see with our students. So I definitely wanted to reflect on those. I'm not sure if we have anyone here who plans to join the armed forces later on, but I did want to note that we do have ROTC for both Army and Air Force. So if you are looking to be commissioned once you graduate, then these are 2 programs you definitely can consider. Your courses are paid for with it. You do receive a stipend. And of course, Fort Bragg is right around the corner from us, so trainings and everything, it makes it very convenient for our students who are doing ROTC. So we do have some new majors that are coming to Fayetteville State and that are already here. So we do have a dental hygienist program that is pending, as well as respiratory therapy. So these are two programs that are very hard to find at four-year institutions. So that is coming really soon. We're excited about it. We did just add costume play with our theater department. Our geospatial department is really increasing within computer science. And something, I don't know if we have any gamers up here, but two new majors we have on campus is our esports and e-gaming. So if you are into the video gaming, there's a lot of money in that field. It is really increasing more than I thought. I had no clue until I joined in on our session one day. And so our students, they're going to competitions, playing against different schools. And I'm talking Madden, 2K, all the games that everyone plays. But they are earning a four-year degree in this. And with that, they're looking into web developing as well. So we have full Mac computers, we have full gaming chairs, they have their own studio. So I did want to point that out, that esports and e-gaming just arrived to Fayetteville State. So definitely if you know anyone who's interested in gaming, tell them to make some money from it and get a degree with this program. Okay, for my online students, our goal is for you to be able to study anywhere. And of course, I know most of you all are in the Triangle area, or you may be somewhere else, I'm not sure. But if you are looking into online studying, we do have several programs that may fit you best. I won't list them all for you, but just some new ones that we just recently added was history, political science, and our birth to kindergarten non-teaching was just recently added for our online programs. With the online degree completion, that's exactly what it is. So it's not like you're getting on for a hybrid class at a certain time. No, we offer 8-week classes and 16-week classes, and you may not ever touch foot on our campus. But with the online programs, nursing, people get kind of iffy about nursing, and they're like, how can I earn my degree with it online? With your clinicals, the clinicals will just take place at where you're located. So that's how we're able to do it. So you'll just be taking your courses with us. You'll still have to do your clinicals and your NCLEX exam. Everything will just be where you're located and monitored. So that is how the nursing program works. With business administration, we even offer that for the master's online. We offer criminal justice at the master's level online, and our fire and emergency services program is expanding. So if you are into anything regarding, EMT, looking to be, a full-time firefighter and make more doing it. I know a lot of people do it as volunteer services, but with Fire and Emergency Services Administration, there are a lot of career opportunities you can get with that program. Okay, so we do have the 10K degree pathway. This is for community colleges who are, there are only a few community colleges that we have partnered with so far. But I did want to add this in here. With the program, our goal is for you to finish out within $10,000 with your 2 years that you have left. Our goal is to have you out by 3 calendar years, and all you have to do is the intent form, meet the admissions requirements, and pay the application fee. Well, we take care of the application fee for you because it is waived. So luckily with Wake Tech, you all are a part of our 10K program. Again, we are looking to expand. We just added one more community college. Robeson Community College was just added with the partnership. And again, we're just trying to have you come with an affordable cost, and it is grant funded. I believe I gave a breakdown. I did not. So the way it works is, on average with our tuition costs, which you'll see in a little bit, you could be looking at around maybe about $13,000 or so. But with that grant funded program, you just have to ensure that you are making at least a C or higher in your courses, and Fayetteville State takes care of the rest for you. So intent form, applying, we waive the fee, and we'll get you a full evaluation, but it's only for online programs. Only for online programs. So I did want to note that. Here we have Otto's Commuter Student Organization. So we have over 120 organizations on our campus. So there's never a reason to be bored, even if you are doing virtual. So every single major has a organization, but Otto's is specifically for our commuter students. We still want you all to feel connected to our university, still attend the events, still do the fun things that we have going on, even if you're not living in a dorm. But that is what Otto's was created for. So I did want to point that out if you're looking to join any club and organization. We are a part of the CIAA conference, so we are a Division II school, including basketball, cross country, cheerleading, band, bowling, golf. So with our athletics, the fee is already included in tuition. So if you're going to the games, you just show your card and you're able to go ahead and get into the games. If you are looking to join any athletic team, you don't have to be recruited per se. You still have the opportunity to try out just like any other member who's coming in. And a lot of times with transfer students, they don't think they can try out for our athletic teams. You definitely can. There's still an equal opportunity for everyone. With some of our programs, we do have a lot of accolades behind our belt. As I mentioned with nursing, it is the #2 program in the Eastern region. We've had a 100% passing rate on the NCLEX exam, so I did want to throw that out there. And as you can see, our criminal justice program online was ranked #10 by bestschools.org. So whatever school you're looking at, always just look up their statistics behind the scenes to see if that school is a great fit for you. Just to touch on our tuition, in-state you can be looking at around about $8,000, and this is per semester. And what that includes is your tuition and fees. This includes your book rental. So at Fayetteville State University, we don't pay for books out of our pocket. It's already included in your tuition. If you're an online student, you just have that $125 fee that is already a part of your tuition. So that gets paid and you pick up your book, and when you're done, you just drop it off. If you're an online student, we just ship you your books and you just ship them back to us. That's it. So even as a student, I never had to pay for any of my books on Amazon, eBay, and trying to sell them back. I did not have to do that. So I got kind of spoiled. But it's a great program. We've had that for over about 11 years, the book rental. And so definitely that's something to consider when you're looking at the tuition and fees with other schools, is to see what is included in that cost. For any military students, you all have the same process for any incoming freshman that was coming in, or any other transfer student. The only difference is that when you're including your transcripts, we do encourage you to submit your joint service transcript or your CCAF from the Air Force. And that's just so we can try to give you as many credits as possible. So I did want to add that in there. Okay, so as far as applying, it's a pretty simple process. All we need is your application, and with your application, sorry about that, that's my little one. He's trying to get in the door. But with the application, we just need the $50 application fee. And if you are a, 1 second, sorry. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. Sorry, still teleworking. Let me go to the current slide. Okay, application fee. Again, if you're doing the 10K program, then it is waived. If you are a student under 21, we will need your high school transcript. If you are over 21, we just need your college information. That's it. What we're looking to see is that you have at least a 2.0 or higher. But as long as you have that 2.0, you are good to go. And I know the students on this call probably already have well above that, but I did want to note that's between all schools combined. Deadlines are coming up. So for summer session 1, that deadline is May 1st. Summer session 2, the deadline is June 1st. And then for fall 2021, it is June 30th. So I did want to add that in there. And remember, I said I had so many QR codes, but here are the QR codes for our application, contact card, transfer page. If you're looking into the 10K program, I want some advising. All of that is listed here. Of course, I can share my contact information too in case I need to send any of this. I know it's a lot. I actually have it listed right here. Here we go. And I'm down at the bottom. So we do bookings appointments. So if anyone wants to connect with an advisor, or if you want to connect with a counselor in the admissions office, we take appointments through Teams, like we're doing right now, and we can give you a call, or we can shoot you a phone call or a video chat. We can do all of that for you, just so we can do that social distancing. So now I guess we can go ahead and open up the floor for any questions.
Great, thank you so much, Brooke.
You're welcome.
All right. So if you have any questions, go ahead and add them to the question and answer box on your screen, and we will go through those next.
Okay.
And we did get one question. I'm going to go ahead and read that one off. So please go ahead and submit more, and we'll go through those as they come in. So this student asked if you have an RN to BSN program only.
No, it's not only online. We do offer in person as well, but we do have it the RN to BSN program that is offered online. So we do have that as a second option. And that's with all of our online programs. All of our online programs, you have the option to do them in person. You have the option to do a mix and match with some of our classes, but we do have that completely online program that is listed for our students. The only difference is first-time freshmen are not able to do online completely their first year.
Great, thank you so much. And another question, are you having any open house events coming up this spring, or are you doing that virtually? Are they going to be in person or virtual?
It's going to be, so we do have one coming up in March. We're still kind of working out the kinks with it because we're going to do it virtual like we did last March. However, we are trying to incorporate a drive-through campus tour. So that will be the only difference this year, is trying to incorporate that drive-through tour just so people can, have a chance to see our campus. But we will be having a virtual spring open house. It will be on a Saturday. Typically, we have them for about maybe 9 to about maybe 1 o'clock. We have different breakout sessions for transfers, for the programs, but the only difference this year is the drive-through tour. So we're working out the kinks with that, so definitely be on the lookout for it.
Great, that sounds really fun.
Oh, I did want to also add, next week, we're actually going to be hosting 10K week. So I'll push out the invite to you all also, but we're going to have a 10K week Monday through Thursday. It will be from 6 to 7:30 p.m. and we will have the academic advisors from each program. I will be hosting it as well each day. So if you are interested in any of our online programs for 10K, you'll be able to speak with an advisor, the dean of the department, and some of our professors. And we have 30-minute breakout sessions. So that will be next week, the 15th through the 18th, I believe.
Great, that sounds like an awesome opportunity. Thank you for sharing that. The next question, do you have internships for political science majors?
Yes. So with your with every major, actually, your senior year consists of internship classes that you have to do anyway, just like with nursing and their clinicals. It's the same setup. That way you don't have to use any additional outside time. So we provide internships that will be offered through the Office of Career Services, which I will be going live on our Instagram. So tune into Fayetteville State Instagram with Career Services. We will be talking about internships. So tune into that on our IG page. But with the internships, again, it's a part of your class already. So we provide them, but if you have an outside source that you want to do the internship with, then we will just have to do a verification for it, and that can count as your class credit.
Great. The next question is, how much is the tuition for an out-of-state student?
Oh, so for tuition with out-of-state, you are looking at, it's about $32. I'm not sure if I had it on the slide or not. I had it by the semester. So they're double what our tuition is. So just for a first-time freshman, they're looking at around 16,000, but an out-of-state student could be looking at about almost 30 per year. So it is a significant difference, but if you are a dependent of someone who is stationed here at Fort Bragg, then you will receive in-state tuition. Students still have to go through residency, but if you are doing an online program, then you'll be charged as an in-state resident. So online is same tuition across the board.
Great, thank you. This student has a question about nursing again. Just wondering if it's starting. Can you start the nursing program from scratch? But I think they're meaning like from the beginning. When you start when you start Fayetteville State, can you start your nursing program at the beginning?
So the way it works is you come in as a generic nursing major, and then from there you then apply to the nursing program separately. So that's like, if you're saying come in as a fresh start, a first-time freshman can't declare their major just yet. So you have to have at least 24 credit hours to declare your major. So if you don't have that just yet, you would have to wait. But once you reach that 24 credit hours, you are then eligible to apply for the nursing program, and they have their own requirements. So I know for a fact their GPA begins at a 2.75, and then there's some prerequisites that they kind of go through for it, but you do have to apply for it separately, and the application process is once a year. So it's very important to stay on top of their deadlines.
Great, thank you so much. The next question is, what is the average transfer GPA?
Well, it's hard to determine an average because some of our students go to so many different schools, So although the minimum is a 2.0 or higher to be admitted, I will say with our scholarships that we offer for transfer students, that does begin at least a 2.5. The higher scholarships are going to begin at a 3.0 or higher. So that's what we want to shoot for with that average. But your average is going to be dependent on what credits transfer in. So say even if at Wake Tech they have a 3.5, that's all going to be determined on what credits we're able to take from you all. And typically speaking, most courses with a C or higher will be transferable as long as you have passed the class. So C or higher, we'll be able to try to use as many credits as possible.
Great, thank you. The next question is, doesn't Fayetteville State also have specialized programs like to become a vet tech or a funeral services director?
We don't have it for if you're looking to become a funeral service director. That is actually at Fayetteville Technical Community College. So Fayetteville Tech does have that program, but we do offer pre-med programs. So pre-veterinarian, pre-dental, we do offer all of those. That is through our biology and chemistry department. So yes, we do have that.
Okay. And the next question is, do you ask for ACT and SAT scores when a student applies?
So right now for 2021, we are not, scores are being waived. So ACT and SAT are being waived. In the case of that change for 2022, then we take either or. So ACT is a 17 or higher, and then for SAT is an 880 or higher. So we take either or, but if you're looking to be scholarship eligible, or for some of our higher scholarships, I encourage you to submit both.
Great, thank you so much.
And as a transfer student, we don't require any test scores. So
it's optional. Okay, great. Well, I just put the survey link. It looks like we don't have any new questions yet, so I just want to go ahead and let you all know that I did put the survey link into the announcement or the chat box. And so if you don't mind going ahead and clicking that link, anyone who's in attendance, to fill that out, just give us some feedback for future events, and then go ahead and ask any final questions now. I'll give a couple more minutes for that, and then if we don't have any others, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Okay. A student asked, if I'm under 21 and went to Wake Tech, will you still need my high school transcript?
Yes. So any student under 21, we will need your high school transcript or GED equivalent, just to ensure that you finish out that portion. And as a student under 21, again, we require at least 24 transferable credit hours. In the case that you do not have 24 credit hours, that is when we'll then look at your high school transcript to see if you can be admissible that way. So that's where that comes into play.
Great, thank you. The next question is from a student that has their first I have a first degree GPA of a 2.45 and an MBA in healthcare, GPA of a 3.75. I want to study nursing. Where do I start?
Okay, so first thing would be, is of course, we got to apply. So you can apply right through our website. And then from there, we would just need all of your college transcripts based off of what you're telling me. And I kind of do this by heart all day because I do review decisions as well. It sounds like you would be admissible based off of your GPA. However, the nursing department, you would have to apply to separately. So first thing, applying with admissions, submitting your transcripts, will then get you accepted to the university, and then we hand you off to the nursing department to do their application process separately. But with your transcripts, we will hand that over, so you don't have to request those separately.
Great. All right, it looks like we don't have any more questions at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up.
Okay.
I just wanted to thank everyone for joining this session today. We are very appreciative that you joined us, and we are so glad that Brooke, you were able to join us and do that presentation. Please be sure, if you haven't already, just do the survey link for us, and we hope that everyone has a great, oh wait, we have one more question. I'll go ahead and read this one and then I'll close up. If a student has been to multiple colleges, how do you calculate their GPA for admission?
The way we have it set up is we do it by a point system. So when it's multiple schools, we have a full system that we use. Sometimes I do it by hand, but I look at your attempted hours. I look at the points you obtain from each school, and that is how we calculate your GPA, because every school has a different point system. Every school has a different credit hour system. So we do that all by hand, and like I said, we're very fair with it. So we just calculate up those points, and that gives us your average GPA. That's why we need the official. That's why the official is so important, because it has all of that aligned for us.
Okay. And another question came in about how much housing costs with Fayetteville.
It depends on which dorm you choose. We do have our regular dorms. We also have an apartment complex. So on average, the dorms can range up to about $2,000 to $4,000 per year. That, like I said, it all depends on which dorm you choose, and dorm selection is just based off of first come, first served.
And then, do you accept university diplomas from abroad?
Yes. However, those would have to be evaluated through like a translation service. So if it's an international transcript, we typically like for students to go through WES, which is our international self-service transcript tool. I'm all over the place, but basically they evaluate the credits, because the credits may be different. They make sure that it is evaluated to English in the case that it's not, but that is how we have to take our international diplomas and transcripts. They have to be evaluated through a service first and then sent to us directly.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Any last questions? Go ahead and drop them in the chat, but I think we've just finished up the final one. Sorry, I had to go back. I didn't realize we had some from the top. Okay. Well, thank you so much again, Brooke, for joining us. We are so glad have you. And thank you everyone who is in attendance. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and that you'll join us for future events. Have a good day.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.